The goal of this is to keep these young children out of a life of crime and on a path toward becoming a productive citizen.
Encouraging a different path. That's the goal of a new group that could soon be coming to Buffalo Public Schools. The Erie County DA wants to bring a gun violence impact panel into the Buffalo Public Schools. And as News 4's Shannon Smith tells us, the district attorney believes children can learn from people who have seen the consequences of gun violence. Shannon?
Well, many times, Don, we report on meetings and ways to stop violence in Buffalo. Well, this is one of those possible solutions offered by the Erie County District Attorney. The Gun Violence Impact Panel would be made up of about half a dozen people, from police officers to possibly former gang members. It's a way to educate children in school that crime has consequences.
The goal is to keep as many children as possible out of a life of crime.
37 homicides in 2018 are related to gun violence, according to Buffalo Police. Erie County District Attorney John Flynn wants to educate more children on the impact of each shooting, not just on the suspect, but on the victim and families. He wants to put together a gun violence impact panel.
And we're going to go to different schools here in the city of Buffalo and talk to the young men and women in those schools about the dangers of gun violence.
The panel would include someone from the DA's office, a police officer, a former gang member, and a parent or someone who's lost a loved one to gun violence.
A parent, someone who's lost their child to gun violence, hopefully we'll be able to get through these children.
Flynn met with several community groups last week to talk about ways of stopping violence in Buffalo. He says part of the solution is to focus on prevention by reaching out to young children.
I want to target, especially young men in 11, 12, 13 years old.
Flynn says the idea is to have the panel visit different Buffalo public schools, but he says he's still working on putting the panel together. The next step is working with the school district on which schools to visit. He says by having people share their stories of how gun violence has changed their lives, he hopes it'll inspire young people to change theirs.
Light a spark in them, hopefully, that will keep them on the straight and narrow, to keep them in school, to work hard in school, to get involved in after-school programs.
Buffalo school leaders say they are just exploring the concept at this point. I'm told representatives from the schools are scheduled to meet with Flynn sometime next month. Flynn says his goal is to start this panel after the Christmas holiday in January. Shannon Smith, News 4.